David, thank you. Let's return to our main story. We can cross to, I think we can cross to Manchester, as it can speak to Mohammed Shafiq, who's from the Ramadhan Foundation, an Islamic youth group set up to counter extremism in Britain. Good evening to you.
Good afternoon, Tim.
What is the response as you're hearing it from the Muslim community this evening?
Well, first of all, utter devastation, utter anger and frustration at the terrorist attacks in Glasgow and in London. If I could first of all please offer my deepest support and admiration for the police and security services in their determined effort to find and protect the United Kingdom. There can be no justification for terrorism, whether it be here in the UK or anywhere abroad, and we've got to come together as a nation. We've got to unite, and we've got to put an end to this terrorism. And today it's about urging anybody, any part of the country, anybody who knows anything about these attacks to get in touch with the police urgently, because it's about saving lives.
We've been hearing that message though for several years. Why isn't that message getting through?
Well, I mean, there is only so much our leaders can do. There is only so much interviews we can do and get our message across. On the ground, the Ramadhan Foundation is engaged with a daily occurrence of talking and engaging with young people to try to stop them from being radicalized and stop them being led down the path of extremism and terrorism. So I think we are making impact. The very fact that we are seeing the police making arrests, we are seeing police doing huge activities, is that we're making an effect. I do not belittle the fact that we've got a lot more to do in our community, and I hope by coming on today and by showing my determination and showing that as Muslims we totally condemn terrorism. Our faith forbids the killing of innocent people, and I hope the Muslims who are watching this, the British people watching this, realise that Islam doesn't allow this, and please do not tarnish 1.6 million Muslims based on the actions of a small minority.
Well, no, of course, and we are talking about a small minority, but why do you think it is that there is this small minority which persists in the views that it has already, who don't listen to community leaders, who don't believe that there is a way through for them in this society, and are intent on destroying it?
We've got to have a debate in this country about the issues of double standards in UK foreign policy and the issues of deprivation and unemployment. But today I don't want to focus on that. Today I want to focus on encouraging Muslims to come forward to give evidence, to encourage anybody with any evidence to come forward. There is a need to have a debate about the double standards in UK foreign policy, but today is not the day. Let's focus on trying to capture the people who are carrying out terrorism in this country.
Okay, and what is your message then to your community and to a wider audience as well, if, for example, there is an upsurge in stop and search and there is an upsurge in more people being detained by police for questioning, random questioning within your community? What is your advice to the community then? What are you urging them? How are you urging them to react?
We have to all react responsibly. We have to ensure that we recognise that there are a small minority of people who claim to be Muslim who want to kill innocent people. But at the same time, we have to respect the rule of law. We have to have respect for civil liberties that have taken hundreds of years in this country. When Winston Churchill tackled fascism, he didn't take away people's individual freedoms. We can defeat terrorism, we can put a stop to terrorism without taking away people's individual freedoms. That's through better intelligence, better engagement with the Muslim community, and we need to see the government talk to more young organisations like ourselves so we can actively put an end to terrorism.
Okay, Mohammed Shafiq from the Islamic youth group, the Ramadan Foundation in Manchester, thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Let's